Shalom, Yashrallah. This your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to go in on this here topic. Was kind of raised by one of the brothers in the camps. Asked me a question about this here Article 13, and, as we woke up today is to, really it started going up, last night, we were speaking about this, about the new YouTube update or whatnot, as or if you don't know, all right, there's been a change to YouTube where you have to have, I believe, 1,000 subscribers to be able to go live. Now, this isn't the first time they've updated this. All right. They actually did this, a while back to where I think you had to have a certain amount of watch time before you could actually go live. All right. But nevertheless, a lot of people was actually racking that up pretty fast, especially now. All this is, you got to understand, all of this is being aimed at the men of the Lord and this here truth. All right. No matter how they package it up, it's all aimed at the men of the Lord and this here truth, which we'll grab it all in the scriptures. But nevertheless, they're trying to stop this here word from going out. All right. They know that, let's just say, let's just say in Great Millstone, think about how many Great Millstone camps there are, right? There's a lot of Great Millstone camps, right? Now, in each of these camps, you got multiple brothers in each of these camps. For the most part, all these brothers all have their own channels and they're uploading, videos constantly. All right. So you could just imagine how many different channels. Now, this is just Great Millstone, just one camp, one of the camps, right? You could just imagine how many different channels that there are right now pushing out videos day in and day out, 24 hours a day, just like the scriptures say, This word is going out day in and day out. All right. But nevertheless, the so-called white man is trying to push the brakes on that and stop all of that. All right. But he can't, because as soon as he hits one channel, all right, another channel popped back up. So he has to take different measures. All right. So like I said, they had that YouTube update a while back where, like I said, you had to have a certain amount of watch time to go live. They had the net neutrality, which would, they try to push that to where you would have to basically pay your ISP, your internet service provider for to be able to access certain content. All right. But now, they didn't pretty much came up with a so-called fix that they think, a couple fixes that they think they can stop this here word with. All right. Now, we know ultimately this is the plan of the Most High. All right. But so this here video is going out as a warning. All right. To the brothers that's in this here truth, or you brothers or you sisters that's watching this here truth and you learning on the other side, things is, we getting closer and closer to the end, man. All this is about to end really, really soon. All right. So in these here times, you, like the scriptures say, seek the Lord early while he may be found. All right. You don't want to wait to the very last minute, just knowing that, oh, you didn't stumble across the Israelites at one point in time, whatnot. You can always go look them back up whenever you're so-called ready, like how we do in the so-called world as being Christians. We'll live our whole life and follow whatnot. And then when we get old, we want to so-called give our life to Jesus and go to church because we're like, all right, I'm too old to be out in the streets now. Let me go ahead and take it on in. It's not going to be like that. All right. You need to seek the Lord early while he may be found. All right. Now you have plenty of brothers, going in on this here topic because this, the news update that's coming out right now. But nevertheless, hey, man, it's all in the spirit. I actually did a video on this earlier in this here week, that how they were showing about what pressure bans from YouTube. All right. Not saying that the person even violated any of their terms, but nevertheless, because other people are going on to YouTube and flagging this person's video or reporting this here person just because they might be a hater or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They wind up flagging their videos, or they wind up putting their videos into a corner, to where nobody can be able to find them. And I've brought this out on a couple different other videos too. If you ever get any of those little boxes on your videos, that'll tell you, let's say you talk about, the event in, September of 2001, right? You talk about that their event, they'll want to put in a box onto your top of your channel that'll explain that event. Now, once they put that box on your channel, or an age restriction on your channel, or one of those boxes you got to confirm to watch it, they pretty much just threw your video into a corner where nobody can really find that. All right. It's not going to pop up in the suggestions or anything like that for people to see it, which is kind of like stifling this here growth from going out. All right. But nevertheless, the Lord said, my sheep hear my voice and they do follow. All right. But nevertheless, at the same time, we have to be mindful of these things that's coming. All right. And as well, for you people that are watching these here videos, just know, hey, we're not going to be here that much more longer, putting these here videos up like this. All right. The Lord is, we coming to the very end of this rapid, and this is the how do I say, this is the mindset that you should be in. You know, you should be happy when you see these things coming. You know, you shouldn't be mad, oh, this about to get harder and harder. No, that means that our time is getting shorter and shorter. All right. But nevertheless, also, as our time's getting shorter and shorter, you know, for you that are watching on the other side, time is also getting shorter and shorter for you as well. All right. So it's not going to, you know, this here restaurant is about to start closing down, you know, they starting to clean up and turn off the grill or whatever, whatnot, so on and so forth. So you need to go ahead and put your order in and eat as much as you can eat before this here restaurant get closed down. All right. But nevertheless, going back into these here changes, all right, with the YouTube situation, all right, they have where now that you can't go live on your mobile device, on your phone, unless you got 1,000 subscribers. All right. Now, doing a little bit of investigation on all these things, you know, one of the brothers over in the Tampa camp, you know, he wound up finding an app that allows you to go live through that app. All right. Now, I know that on the app that I'm using here, I think it's called DU Recorder. All right. The letter D like dog, the letter U like under, then recorder. All right. And it's like a little orange logo. Now on there, I don't really go live on my channel, but on there, if I try to click, you know, this little orange button on the side, like if the video was stopped and I click this, I would get different options. Now at the very bottom, I have a live button. A lot of these screen recorders and things like that, they also give you a live button. All right. Now I haven't tested my program itself to see if I can go live, but from word from another brother, all right, he has an app that allows him to go live. All right. And you don't have to have the 1,000 subscribers. So for you brothers that's in this here truth that's pushing this here word, you know, if you go live on your channels, you know what I'm saying? You can check that out. You know, check out these different apps that'll allow you to stream, you know, like the screen recorder apps that'll allow you to stream live on the internet. All right. Or also for, you know, your camps that go on the highways and the byways on the weekends, and you live stream your videos, you know, you can try that as well. All right. But nevertheless, you know, I seen another brother was, you know, going around. He put a video out saying, you know, for, you know, as addressing this, you know, for you people that are watching, all right, that are not subscribed, you know, go ahead and subscribe. You know, what are you waiting on? You know, you come back all the time, you keep hitting the channel, whatever, whatnot, you know, you need to subscribe, you know. And now this isn't you know, a lot of YouTubers say like, comment, and subscribe, you know, for what reasons? Because, you know that the more views they get, the higher they're going to get paid in their monetization. All right. This is completely different than that. We don't have our videos monetized. So for, you know, for us to be like, yo, y'all need to subscribe, it's not because of the fact of, you know, we trying to get some money up off you or anything like that. It's a different scenario than that. All right. This is hindering the word from going out. You know what I'm saying? For certain brothers who go live or whatever, whatnot, you know, because like in the brother's video, he was showing, you know, one person had they was like 6 subscribers away from being able to go live. And I'm not sure if that channel is a channel that go live all the time, but just think about that. You know, you always going live and you feeding, you know, you got 994 viewers, you know what I'm saying, that watch you go live all the time, that's getting fed. But because 4 people, you know, didn't subscribe, you know, well, really because of Esau and his family of the word, but nevertheless, you know, because 4 people didn't subscribe, they can't go live. Now, these 4 people could be people who just come back to the channel every day, you know what I'm saying, but they don't subscribe for whatever reason. And, you know, this is, you know, hindering this here word from going out. All right. But nevertheless, you know, that's a good idea as well to go ahead and, subscribe onto these here channels. And another thing, as far as pushing this here word out, all right, now there, you know, YouTube has an algorithm. All right. Now, when you put these, when you go on these channels and you start liking videos, all right, you like a video or you comment on videos and things like that, that pretty much stirs your video up. It gives you a little bit of traffic. All right. Which will put you into a so-called you know, depending on how much traffic you get, you can get onto the recommendation. All right. A lot of videos are pretty much not popping up on YouTube. All right. YouTube has an algorithm that's set up like, yo, we want the popular shit to be popping first. We'll put this up. Even let's say you have you know, you subscribe to one person and that person just put up a video, but it's not really getting no views. Even though you only got 1 subscriber, they're pretty much not going to let that video pop up into your stream. They'll show you a whole bunch of other stuff that you're not subscribed to because they think that your watch time retention, they want you to watch for the longest time possible. So they're going to give you things that, you know, according to their algorithm, they think that you're going to watch for a lot longer. You know, if they got 100,000 videos that you know, from channels you're not subscribed to, but they hitting all day long, people are commenting, people are watching, people are sharing, they're going to show you or advertise that video to you because they think you're going to actually watch it versus the video or the channel you're actually subscribed to, you know, and you looking for their content, but nevertheless, there's no real traffic on that video. So YouTube is going to think, well, don't nobody really want to watch this video. So we're not going to even show you this video because you just might overlook it, you know? So these are a lot of different things that how do I say, that either help or hinder your channel. All right. But nevertheless, you know, we know with Esau, and he's trying to, how do I say, stop this here word from going out. There's a lot of little different things he can do with this here algorithm. But ultimately, like the scriptures say, my sheep hears my voice and they do follow. All right. So nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? You know, for you men of the Lord that's pushing this here truth, you know, for on your end, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're not doing anything wrong. You see what I'm saying? This is more or less for the viewers that are watching us, you know, that are not subscribed or things like that. You know, you can do a little bit more. You know, you can just hit the subscribe button. It's not costing you anything. It's just right there on your screen. You know, I have an app, YT Studio, which is like an analytic app to my YouTube videos, you know, and I know that I think that I get maybe, I think 25% of the views, or like 10 or 25% of the views, maybe even less than that, right, from my subscribers. The majority of my views come from non-subscribers. All right, people who just come by the channel and they watch a video. Hell, I know about two or three people right now that watch my channel, you know, but they're not subscribed. You see what I'm saying? Or if they are subscribed, I just can't see it in my subscription list and never popped up that they subscribe. But you know, these people are sincere people. They watch the videos, they comment, they ask questions, whatever, whatnot, getting edified, respond or whatever, whatnot. But nevertheless, I don't believe that they're subscribed to my channel. You see what I'm saying? So if I was in one of those situations where I'm trying to go live and I'm a couple views down, a couple subscribers down, this is kind of hindering that, that so-called analytic that YouTube is looking for to allow me to, you know, so-called flourish, you know, and pushing this here word out. All right. But nevertheless, these are just things to be mindful of as far as these new YouTube updates. All right. And, you know, kind of how to get around these things. You know, Jake gonna always find a loophole around every damn thing. Right. But nevertheless, the second thing that one of the other brothers was asking me about was Article 13. Now, Article 13, I believe, just passed either last week or the week before that. All right. Now, what they call Article 13 is known as the meme ban. All right. Now, I'll touch a little bit on the memes. Well, I'll touch on that first. All right. Why they call it the meme ban is because it's like a copyright thing. Right. So, well, let me touch on what it means first. So with this article, it's actually Article 11. You know, they come in Article 11 and Article 13. But Article 13 is pretty much what they call in the shit. Right. So dealing with this copyright stuff is pretty much making it to the fact of where, you know, right now YouTube is not really responsible for seeking out copyrighted material, right? If somebody wound up reporting you for copyright material, YouTube is supposed to give you a flag, tell you basically take down the video. You know, that's the only thing that they're responsible for is basically want somebody to bring it up to basically, you know, address it after they done brought it up, right? But now they're coming to a point to where, all right, so like I said, all this is aimed at the men of the Lord, right? So how do we, you know, a lot of us, you know, not only, you know, videos like this right here so far, you know, where we just go into the scriptures and we read out the Bible now, which I don't even know if this is going to be hit like this as well, because these damn devils know how to work, man. All right, but nevertheless, let's just say in a regular ass video, if I'm just recording my face, just me talking to you like this, that should be fine. However, if now, like I said, this is a little slick. There's things that can get your video copyrighted from the things in the background or whatever, whatnot. So, however, like just nowadays, I believe that if you're talking and you got some copyrighted music playing in the background, you can get flagged for that. All right. But however, if you're doing a video like how we do videos, sometimes we'll use news articles. Right. I think earlier in the just yesterday, matter of fact, I did a video where it was a news article in there, you know, it was on RT. It was on RT. All right. Russia Today. All right. I wound up putting that in the video, reading the article, and going into the scriptures about it. All right. Now they're saying, you know, like I said, this is all aimed at the men of the Lord. So, for instance, if I did that, took a news broadcast clip, right, and it was, let's just say it was just an article, no pictures, right, they could get me for a copyright strike. You know, I would have to basically pay RT to run their article. Now, when it goes to RT, let's say RT has that article, but it has pictures in there that they didn't take, that a third party wound up taking. You know, sometimes in the news, they run a news article, they might have the same one picture on 3 or 4 different news companies. You know, CNN might have the same image as MSNBC, as RT, and so on and so forth. Well, basically, these news sources will have to pay the individual who took that one picture. You see what I'm saying? To be able to use that. All right. So just imagine this as it go further out, because you'll see, like, let's say, let me think of something. So you just had, well, all right, I'll put it this way. I was going to say, you just had that dude Nipsey Hussle die, but let's say you got Donald Trump, right? Let's say something happens and somebody, let's say there's a game show, right? And Donald Trump's on the game show and somebody hit him in the face with a pie, according to the game show, right? That, you know, all the newspapers and all the media outlets or whatever, whatnot, would take that picture and run it as an article. All right. But nevertheless, and now this would be on every website, every web page, all thousands and thousands of web pages. However, all these web pages will be in trouble because they used this here image that was taken by this one individual and they didn't pay this individual for this here image. All right. So now let's bring it back to how we use these things again and how it's going to affect us. Like I said, if we reference an article, a news article, read out of a news article because they're the ones who wrote the news article, show their news article. All right. Show an image from anything that we didn't take the, you know, at the end all be all, any image that we wind up showing, we have to be the one that took that image. More or less to say, we have to be the owner of their image. All right. Or, if we show another person's YouTube video, all right, if we don't own that video, you can't show that video. All right. Being, you know, and a lot of times we do that. We'll, like in this here video, all right, you're going to see some news clips, all right, of basically this here same thing talking about it. All right. But it's to educate and to share the information. All right. Now, I know that there's a lot of people that can make money off of this by taking a video that's really highly trending at a certain moment and re-upload that video and try to get the same amount of hits off of it right now. Like right now, there's a lot of talk about this Nipsey Hussle dude. So, you know, if I was in the business trying to make money on YouTube, all I got to do is go take anybody's video or just put that in the top and I already know it's going to take off. All right. But nevertheless, in this here situation, they're trying to stop this here word from going out. So when we over here uploading news videos or news article videos or news articles or news clips or other people videos, you know, and for the most part, it's for the whole part, it's all for educational purposes. Because again, we're not trying to make money off of this here content, and we're not re-uploading things for so-called views. Like on our channels, you wouldn't find no, let's say Drake with some of his music just for us to get views or views to our channel like that. You know, if we're going to upload somebody else's stuff, it's for edification purposes only, just to uplift you and edify you. You know, I've gone to other people's YouTube pages and, you know, taken their video and re-uploaded it. You know, I can think of the African Dodger video I did. All right, there's 2 clips in that, and neither one of those clips do I own. It was 2 different people who put those videos up on their own pages, but the information was more important. All right, but nevertheless, this is going to come down to so-called stop the men of the Lord from pushing out this here word. All right, now when it goes on to the memes, why they call it the meme ban. All right, if you know what these little memes are, which are like, let's say SpongeBob, right? You got a little clipping of SpongeBob or whatever, right? And maybe he's making some kind of face or whatever, and somebody will type some kind of text on there that'll say whatever, you know, wow, I lost my shorts or whatever. You know, they'll write some kind of crazy shit on this little picture, right? Well, they basically trying to say that they're going to make, and also I believe filters too. Now, I'm not sure what they're talking about with these filters, whether or not you take that same colored SpongeBob picture and you turn it to a black and white picture, then put the letters on there, or if you're talking about these filters that these people use, on these little, apps where, you know, you'll see the people and they doing videos of themselves and they got the little dog ears or whatever, whatnot. I'm not sure if they're talking about either of those 2 filters, but nevertheless, when you talk about these memes, all right, now, obviously, memes ain't really shit to us because that's not what we out here doing. However, like I said, this is the so-called white man, the damn devil that we talking about. Now, when you go out and you see us on the highways and the byways, right, and you see our signs and things like that, all right, it's basically a collage of pictures. Sometimes there's words written on them or whatever, whatnot, like that picture you see with basically the white Jesus on there with the devil horns, all right? That's basically a large poster board of a real meme, not a digital meme, all right? So that would still fall under classifications. You using certain images, you know what I'm saying, whatever, whatnot, and this might be in there, you know, and who's to say that they like, well, we got, you know, let's say what they call the Star of David copyrighted, right? Now you have an image that have this on there, right? Not saying that you should be promoting that image to begin with, but nevertheless, it's just on a poster board, you know, and you got your own images that you put together. They're like, well, we own this here image. It's copyrighted. You can't use this here, you know, so-called meme. You know, they'll call it a meme, but we have poster boards, all right, or anything like that, all right. A lot of our pages at the top, you'll see like little images, you know, that thermonuclear missile, or you'll see, you know, the city burning up or whatever, whatnot. They're like, you know what, you don't own these images, you know, basically you can't use it. So what does that look like onto our YouTube channel? Now, also, they can go back and hit you with all these things, all right. So the way that they're going to affect you with these things is basically they're going to just hit you with these strikes, and well, basically they're gonna just start taking your channel down or your videos down and go retroactive until you get to a certain number and just take your channel down and stop you from coming back up. All right. So what does this look like for our channels? All right. So they can go back as of this day. They can go back to our channels, and any video that we have, any other, video content, imagery content, anything like that, where there's somebody else's material, whether it's a news story, you know what I'm saying, or a picture that we didn't take. Let's say really any image of Donald Trump, right? If you don't actually see Donald Trump and you don't actually take the picture of him, you basically can't use no image of him. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not the source of that image and you didn't pay for that copyrighted image. All right. And now who owns all these things? It's pretty much like what the so-called white man did with Monsanto. Yeah, you might have your own seed or whatever, whatnot. But, if you plant next to this here seed, that seed is going to germinate it, turn it into a Monsanto plant. So we own all the seeds. You really can't do shit about it. And if you want to grow your own shit, you got to come to us because we own the patent or the copyright for it, and we'll give you the seed. So if you want to use any of our images, you got to basically pay us for it. And we got to make sure you're not using it, the so-called wrong way according to them. All right. Basically, trying to stop the truth from going out. If we over here exposing you for the bullshit that you're doing and you don't want to have that happen, what you going to do? Nah, we're going to hit you with a copyright strike. All right. So that's touching in on this here new live stream update. All right. The Article 13 and Article 11, you see them saying about basically what's coming to this. All right. Now, also, I'll add into this here video about how they trying to ban the Bible. This is not far-fetched, man. These are the days that we living in. This is not so-called conspiracy theory. These are things that's going on in the news. These are actual laws that's being passed. All right. And all these different things like that. All right. Now, some people might be like, oh, Article 13 is for Europe, whatever, whatnot. But when you understand what the internet is and how this is not really on borders and things like that, you have certain places that have a little different internet, but for the main part, the UK and the United States is pretty much all in the same thing. All right. And a lot of times they get a lot of things first before we get them over here anyway. So as you can see the writing on the wall, this is what we coming into. All right. So let's grab this in the scriptures real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and close out and play those videos. All right. So this is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh. They shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro, and seek the word of Yahweh, and they shall not find it. In that day the fair virgins and the young men shall faint for thirst. All right. And so going into it, well, let me go back at the top. There's going to come a famine. All right. A famine is normally a shortage of food. All right. Food and nourishment. But here the Most High saying, look, I'm not going to bring a famine of food. I'm going to bring a famine of hearing the word. All right. Right now, you can basically go on the internet for free. You don't have to pay for a subscription. Hell, it's easy. It's harder to be wicked than it is to be righteous in this point in time, really. Because why? You can go, I ain't going to say YouTube is completely free, because you got to have the internet some kind of way, right? And you got to have some kind of device. So you do have to pay for that. But for the most part, everybody got a damn cell phone right now. You see what I'm saying? With the internet on there. All right. But nevertheless, not everybody got a so-called cable package at the house where they got cable TV or satellite TV to where they can watch the news or be into some kind of folly. This here is free. You just get online and just watch this hours on end, and you can just get fed all day long. You know what I'm saying? This is, comparable to a so-called college education, right? You getting built up and you getting all this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But what, you go to college, man, they're going to charge you hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. The only thing that we charging you is time and patience. You got to have the time and the patience to sit down and watch and do your own diligence. Like the scripture say, blessed is he that readeth. All right. Right now, we going into all the reading and the studying and the research for you. All you got to do is sit there and listen and learn, But like the scripture also say, roughly paraphrasing, it says basically make it easy for them to make it easy. Let me see if I can grab that real quick. Oh, no. Hold on one second. Habakkuk 2:2, it says, Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon a table, that he may run that readeth it. All right. And let me just go on verse 3. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. It will not tarry. That's what we're telling you right now. Look, Famine of the word is coming. All these prophecies is coming. Though you don't see it, like we telling you today is an emergency right now, and you wake up tomorrow and you don't see no real change. Like, yo, though it tarry, wait for it. It's gonna surely come. You know, you don't have to wait that long. This is not like, yo, you got to wait 20, 30, 40 years down the line, a whole nother lifetime. Nah, this is not. We're not talking about nothing like that, man. This is coming swiftly. All right. But nevertheless, the scriptures say, verse 2, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. All right. So instead of you having to go, we've made it plain for you. All right. It's easy for you to sit here and run with this. All right. So you don't have to go and find all these here scriptures and put all these precepts together, so on and so forth. And you don't have to go through and put in all these precepts or whatever, whatnot, and try to figure out all these scriptures and things like that. All right. All you have to do is go on to YouTube, click on the video and watch, you know, and like a lot of the brothers do their videos the same format that I do these videos in. All right. To where you have like at the top of the screen, you have the book, you know, and then, you know, we'll read through the verses. You can see the verses. It's all on the screen. So you don't even have to have a Bible, you know, none of these things, you know, you watching these videos, you can see it all on the screen. So it's easy for you to sit there and run with it. Not only that, it's on the YouTube. You can click on it whenever you want. And if you really want, you can sit there and hit the share button and share it to your friends, put it in the text. And that's another thing, you know, on my YouTube analytics, right? I see that I get a lot of my views from shared and like Messenger, you know, what that shit called? Android Messenger or whatever, or Samsung Messenger. All right. And then also Facebook and things like that. And I don't even have a Facebook. So I know that there's people that's taking my videos and sharing them on these different sites. All right. So they can just take it, pick it up real quick and sell it. So they don't have to sit here and try to re-explain all the things I'm trying to explain. They might not be able to explain it the way I can explain it, or go into the scriptures, you know, the same way or whatever, whatnot, or remember all these scriptures. But what? They can hit a share button real quick, and it's quick for them to sit there and send it out. All right. This is how easy it is right now. That's why I say it's harder to be wicked right now than it is for this. You see what I'm saying? Because for a lot of this wickedness, you got to search high and low for it. Right now on the internet, on YouTube, this is all over everywhere. All right. All over the whole world. Everybody talking about Jacob and Esau, Edomites and things like that. All right. Really, all you got to do is go on YouTube and just type in Israel, the Israelites, and you're going to be flooded. You know, you don't even have enough time in your life to watch all the videos on the Israelites. You see what I'm saying? That's just how easy it is for you to get it, you know, and you can sit here and save it to a playlist and share it, whatever, whatnot. All right. So let me go back to Amos. This is Amos 8 and 11 again. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, while I send a famine in a land, not a famine of bread nor of thirst, but of hearing the word of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to east, and they shall run to and fro, and seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. And that day shall the fair virgins and the young men faint for thirst. All right. And so we pretty much in the time now to where it's easy for you to pick this here up and run with it. All right. And you can eat as much as you want to eat. You know, you can invite anybody who you want to invite, share these videos, whatever, whatnot, you know. Really, a lot of you people, you can make our videos go viral by sitting out there sharing them and whatever, whatnot. But what, like we telling you, though, Terry, wait for it. These prophecies is coming. This here famine of the word is coming. We telling you right now, like, look, they making the change to the going live. You know, you got to have 1,000 viewers to be able to go live and things like that. So now when I think about this, I'm like, why would they try to hit that? Most people that I could think of, you know, this is just me thinking as a man, right? What, you know, I would think that the most people going live on YouTube are people with bigger channels who got, you know, a lot of people watching them. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't really got that many people watching you. You probably wouldn't want to go live. All right. But now that's excluding the men of the Lord, because we understand that this is a whole different situation. You know, we just going live trying to push this here word out. You know what I'm saying? It might be easier, more convenient for us to get this here video up quicker without separating into a bunch of videos. All right. But nevertheless, like I said, I think that the only attack for that is aimed at what? The men of the Lord, because we might be the only ones with under 1,000 viewers that's trying to go live with certain things. Now, you might have other people who's trying to get up into the so-called YouTube game and they trying to go live and build their channel, whatever, whatnot. But really, in all actuality, that's hindering YouTube, because if you got some new YouTuber that's coming on YouTube, right, and he's a good creator, got good content, whatever, whatnot, but he's just now starting out, and let's say, let me think, okay, so they got the damn video game, right? That's a big business. I ain't gonna say business, but that's a big thing that people go online and watch other people play video games all day long. These kids, they go online and watch a bunch of people play video games all day long, right? Now, let's say you're a good player, whatever, whatnot, and you just getting on for the first time, you trying to go live. A lot of people want to watch you, but now you just got this new channel. People can't see you, right? You can't really go live and show off your so-called skill or whatever, whatnot, because why? You don't have enough viewers. This would actually help out YouTube. Like, well, I only got 5 subscribers, but if I could actually go live, more people would see me, more people will subscribe, more people will be hooked on this thing watching all damn day long, and you would get what you want, YouTube. More people just hooked on YouTube watching whatever. You see what I'm saying? But yet, and still, they stunting his growth by cutting him off. Hey, you got to have 1,000 subscribers before you can even go live. You see what I'm saying? So this might cut the incentive of somebody trying to live stream their video game thing, which might be hours longer than just playing some video game, right? But nevertheless, like I said, I can only think that this is aimed only at the men of the Lord, all right? And this is what's coming to pass as we reading it here in the scriptures, all right? So verse 12 says, they shall wander from sea to sea, from north even to east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh and shall not find it. And that day the fair virgins and the young men shall faint for thirst. And that's, you know, aimed at you listeners that's on the other side, that's listening in. You might be subscribed, you might not be subscribed, whatever, whatnot. You just, you know, listening in, you know, or let's say you might have some questions you might be afraid to ask or whatever, whatnot. And you don't want to say anything on the comment board. Now, I don't advise you to get on the comment board and start acting stupid, but if you got some genuine questions, you know, genuine concerns or whatever, whatnot, you know, ask those questions. Try to get as much as you can get right now before this is all gone. The last thing that you want is for them to one day you just wake up and they have all of our channels taken off of YouTube and you can't find nothing else and you got a question about something and what about this? Where do I find these people? All right. Then soon, you know, we might, you know, they might hit the internet first. We might still be on the highways and the byways, but we can't put the videos up. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't know where to find us out on the highways and the byways. And then when that time comes, we're not going to be in the highways and the byways, you know? So it says in that day, the fair virgins and the young men shall faint for thirst. So you don't want to be like that in that day. You know, you looking for some food or something to drink, you know, or let's say you looking for some food, you know, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning and everything is closed. You done waited way too late, man. You was out there with that folly and playing around and dealing with this and that. And like, you know, you spending way too much time hanging out with the homeboys instead of getting your priorities straight. Now the homeboys then went home and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? You trying to go get some food because you ain't ate all day. Well, now you're looking around and all the restaurants are closed and all the stores are closed. And so you just got to wait it out to the next day. You done lost out, you know? So you don't want that to wind up coming up on you. All right. And I'm going to grab this in the book of Psalms 19. And I'm going to close out after that. All right. I'm going to add some videos to the end of this. All right. This is going into how we push our word. All right. This is the internet. All right. So let me see. Well, I was going to grab another precept, but nevertheless, I'm going to just close out with this. This is Psalms 19. And I'm going to start at the top. Psalms 19:1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. All right. Now, how is the firmament declaring the glory of the Most High? The heavens declaring the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showing forth his handiwork. All right. Because what's up in the skies, up in the heavens. All right. They got those satellites going around in the heavens. All right. And what these satellites transmitting? All right. Different how you say frequencies and waves and things like that to allow us to have what? The internet. All right. So like I know normally when we at camp on the highways and the byways out here in Florida, right? We'll have a brother that's out there on what we call on the other side of the pond, all right, over there in Europe that be tuning in, watching. And there's another brother from another country that be watching as well too. You see what I'm saying? But yet and still we over here in Florida preaching and prophesying on the highways and the byways. That message is going up into the heavens, all right? And then it's coming back down from out of the heavens and is blessing another brother to be able to hear it around the world, all right? And we're not, going to these places to wake these here people up, man. So what? The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. About what? Inside the heavens, like when you're going up and down, like you can't even see it right now, but, just like if your phone is on the internet, you got, files uploading and downloading into your phone. They coming through the air. You can't even see it. The same way as this here message, man. Right now, if you could just think about how many different brothers are uploading videos right now, or how many different viewers are watching brothers' videos to where their voice is going out, prophesying the word of the Most High. 24 hours a day, man. This is going out. Let me read the next line. It says, verse 2, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. So 24 hours a day, man. All right, there's brothers actually doing lessons, doing some research, whatever, whatnot. Then they upload these videos 24 hours a day. These videos are being uploaded, and 24 hours a day, these videos are coming back down out of the heavens onto your screen, and it's edifying you, building you up, giving you the word of YAHAWASHI. So basically, let me read this again. Psalms 19:1, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. So all the works and the glories of the Most High is being revealed unto you coming down from where? From where? It's really actually coming down from out of the heavens, all right? Via what? These different wavelengths unto what? Into the palm of your hand, into the, the windows of your eyes, all through what? Basically this here internet, all right? Mainly, our main platform is the YouTube, all right? So this, this is the so-called marketplace where we bring all of our so-called goods and we trade. We bring it to the marketplace. We put it on the market. It goes up. And, people sit there, basically and download it from there. This is all metaphorically speaking. You basically just go on YouTube. We put these videos up and you go on YouTube and you get edified. All right. It says, let me just read this through again. It says, Psalms 19:1, to the chief musician, a psalm of David. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High. The firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. All right. And yeah, just like I was saying, you got viewers that view from all over the world. All right. In different countries and everything. Again, on that YouTube analytic, or the YouTube Studio, the analytic app, right? You can go on there and you can see your demographics. You can look at how the age demographic, I know that the majority of the people that are watching my channel are between for the most part, they're all older than me. They're like in their, I believe it's like 45 to I think 60, quite a bit of my viewers are all elderly people. Not to say elderly, but they're all older than me. All right. And then not only on that, they'll tell you where their location is kind of from. All right. Now, I believe I got 80-something% or 70 to 80% of my viewers come from the United States. Whereas the other 20 to 30%, they all come from outside of the United States. You see what I'm saying? So, hey man, this is going out throughout the whole earth, man. There's no place where this language, or this speech ain't heard. All right. And even if they don't speak our language there, you got one or two things that happen. Either A, they can hit the closed caption button or the translate button. All right. To where it'll wind up coming up, to what we're saying. All right, and they can understand what we're saying there, or the Lord will have the spirit on a brother that'll be like a confusion of face that'll be over there in that land that can speak that language, that'll hear this here word and understand the severity of it, and they'll take our video and they'll either, word by word, they'll translate it themselves, or they'll just redo our video in their language to push the word further out. All right, but nevertheless, hey, 24 hours a day, this here word is going out into all four corners of the earth and into all the different languages and tongues, man. There's no stopping this. All right. This is why Esau's trying to come up with this net neutrality, Article 13, Article 11. All right. And this new YouTube update, their new algorithms and all these different things. All right. Esau is panicking. He know he got but a short time. He know that his kingdom is coming to an end. Just like in the old times, man. When the prophets came out, you know that your kingdom was coming to an end pretty much. All right. It says their line is going out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world, and him hath he set the tabernacle for the sun. All right. What line? It says their line is going out throughout all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. All right. When we first got the internet, one of the first, things when we got the internet was called what? America Online. All right. That was pretty much the main internet service provider back in the day, was America Online. All right. And that got us using the term what? Oh, I'm about to get online or get offline. All right. So this is talking about that line, right? This is going, this here videos, I'm about to upload this here video online. So now this here line is going out throughout the whole earth. Again, I'm here in Florida, going to upload this here video. This here video is going to go out throughout the whole four corners of the earth. All right. And you don't have to really travel. It's easy for you to watch it. You can be in the comfort of your own home and just, see this video come across. Somebody over in China, you got a brother that's scattered out there in China. He don't got to leave China to go get this here word. He just go on the internet. But what? Esau's trying to make an end to this because too many Israelites are waking up. All right. Verse 5, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chambers and rejoices as a strong man to run the race. All right. Now, hey, let me just go back. It says their line is going out throughout all the earth, their words to the end of the world, and him hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom cometh out of his chamber and rejoices as a strong man to run a race. It's like, let's say you got Usain Bolt and them about to run, right? And they shoot that gun off, boom, and they just take off from the line, boy, they be out, right? The same way with these here videos, man. Hey, pretty much once this word started going out on the internet, it was just like a rapid fire, man. More and more people, more and more brothers was hearing, more and more brothers was being sealed, more and more brothers was stepping up to the race, and more brothers was taking off with this here word, man. And so now it's just taking off like a Usain Bolt as soon as the gunshot went, Nevertheless, continuing on, it says verse 6, his going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuits unto the ends of it, and there's nothing hid from the heat thereof. And that's, basically like this here word, man. All right, it's going from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth via this here internet. All right, and there's no place where you can't hide from it. All right, there's no place on the earth where you can't receive this here word, man. All right, damn near everybody on the planet Earth got a cell phone with the internet, or if not, they got an internet cafe where they can get on to YouTube. YouTube is like the #2 search engine in the world, and it's owned by Google, which is the #1 search engine in the world. So damn near everybody done heard about YouTube, and you just see them saying once you get on YouTube, again, with the brothers putting up videos day in and day out, it's not easy. It's not easy to miss this thing. All right. So I'm going to read this one more time. We're going to close out Amos 8 and 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith Yahawah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahawah." All right. So this here internet, or this here word, is going to soon cease from going out. "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawah, and shall not find it. In that day the fair virgins and the young men shall faint for thirst." All right. And you don't want to be caught outside without this here hedge, man. So you need to go ahead and seek the Lord while he may be found. All right. And do what you got to do to make sure that you can make your calling and your election sure. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Like I said, I'm going to put some clips onto the end of this so you can see what's going on in the news with the Bible bans and so on and so forth. All right. This is coming to pass as we speak. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and close out. Say, "Call halal Yahawah, Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakak. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, I can pushing this truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect." Till next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.
Shalom Yasharala. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah YAHAWASHI, Bahashim, Rakak. Double honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. This is a quick update for the YouTube. Now you need at least 1,000 subscribers to go live. And this was sent to me by my brother Lahab in Chicago, because he goes live with the brother Natazaki a lot on his channel, GMS Teach the Wise. All right. And this is what Natazaki sent him. It says at the top right here, "Important mobile live update. We've changed the threshold for YouTube live on mobile. To be able to stream on mobile, channels now need to have at least 1,000 subscribers." And that's some whole shit, man. Okay, because see, Esau is scared, and he knows that this truth is going out high power. So he's doing everything he can within his power to stop this word. But this really, on a deeper level, is Yahawah Ba'ashim Yahawashi preparing the famine of the word and showing you that the famine of the word is on the way. So right now, it's up to you Great Millstone brothers to like, share, and subscribe to these channels. Most importantly, subscribe to these channels. If you want to get fed, if you want to get the truth, subscribe to these channels, because every brother doesn't have at least 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe, man. What the hell is wrong with you jakes, man? Hey, man, for you brothers in Great Millstone, hey, man, post your channel link in the comment section of this video. Post the link to your channel on the comment board, okay? And brothers will subscribe to your channels, man. You brothers do that. Post your channel link on the comment board. And you other brothers subscribe to these channels, man, because the famine of the word is on its way. Okay?
It works. Yeah, I think it works, brothers. It says it's live. But I'm not using, you can disregard the title, because I'm actually using an app. But first and foremost, I wanna start by saying all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahawashi, Ba'ashim Rakak Wadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Salutations to the brothers to push this word in truth and sincerity, and shalom to you sisters that listen in meekness, quietness, and humbleness. And this is your brother Ariyah from GMS Tampa Bay 12 and GMS 13 rulership Ba, as you can see. I'm gonna change the title, but I said basically you can just go to YouTube desktop. You can go to YouTube desktop, which you still can do, and go live from there on your phone. Just do it on your phone. You can just go to the desktop page, and you could just go live from there. But it looks like you need like a separate app. So I was like, let me try some shit. So I got this app. It's called Streamlab, and it just connects directly to your YouTube. It connects directly to the YouTube, so you just sign into YouTube from the app Streamlab, and you know, boom, bada bing, bada boom. You know, you're on it, and then it's just like you see the red button there, and you press the button, and apparently it works. You know what I'm saying? So the shit works, bro. You know, you're so stupid, bro, trying little shit, but the shit don't work, bro. You know, but you know, ultimately you're still gonna see things happen. You know, where they're gonna take little privileges away from us, try to make it hard for us.
So what is Article 13? Well, at the moment, under current law, YouTube isn't responsible for copyright violations. It only has to act to remove content when directed to do so by copyright holders. So basically, when a video is flagged, they're obliged to act. Why does the law need to change? Well, the general concern is that more and more people are listening and watching and reading copyrighted material without the actual creators being not only credited, but properly paid for it. An amendment to Article 13 would mean that YouTube and all other content creation platforms like it would be legally obliged to police copyright material themselves. This would mean the platform developing costly and stringent automated filters to scan every piece of uploaded content and stop anything that might violate copyright from being uploaded. Currently, YouTube has a content ID system that automatically compares the content of new videos to a database of copyright videos and audios. It lets copyright holders decide whether or not to block a video that uses their content or run ads against it. I've used it a few times, and for me, it works. The new law will simply eradicate that system, replacing it with a far more vicious alternative. Rather than warnings, people will simply get copyright strikes. But beyond that, as YouTube is now liable for hosting any copyright content, it will mean that people's videos will be blocked from being uploaded, and it's likely that their future videos will be blocked too. There simply aren't enough humans to look into this on a case-by-case scenario, and this means that people will be even more at the cruel mercy of YouTube's bots. And it gets even worse. This doesn't just apply to all future uploads, it also applies to all prior uploads using copyrighted content. Those videos will not just be demonetized, but removed, and the host channel's in total jeopardy. This is something that PewDiePie discusses in depth in his November 15th Pewd News video, which you should check out. The criticism a lot of people have thrown at the lawmakers here is that they don't totally understand what is within the law, what the specifics are, and what this will apply to and not apply to. At the moment, when people use copyrighted content, they are allowed to do so long as it is fair use, which YouTube breaks down into purpose, nature, amount, and effect. Fair use is typically applied to news stories, discussion videos, education videos, and parody videos, and it is hard to tell what Article 13 will mean for the existing fair use policy. This seems like a good time to talk about the meme ban. So Article 13 has been labelled the meme ban. Memes are murky water when it comes to fair use. They're technically fair use as they're being used for parody, but they generally do include copyrighted images or material. The worry is now that platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and beyond will deploy stringent copyright scanners that won't account for fair use like memes. They will simply see a content match and punish the uploader, despite the tone and intent of the post. Now, who would this affect? So YouTubers that use any copyrighted material, pictures, music, even musical sequences, videos, audios, in the EU, they simply won't be allowed. Now this would apply to huge channels like Philip DeFranco, H3H3, PewDiePie, all of the news channels out there, a lot of educational channels that rely on visual stimuli, and list channels, so our very own Most Amazing Top 10 would no longer be able to talk about any movies, artists, or news events, and we couldn't use anything visual or audio to illustrate the point, which would kind of suck for viewers. This might also be the question on Life's Biggest Questions. It would also apply to parody channels, mashup channels, highlights channels, gamers. Not that this is the focus of the video, but Twitch as a whole platform platform would be in total jeopardy. So yeah, we have just been talking about big channels, but millions of small channels would also be punished without their brand and name to fall back on. While a lot of you watching may think, oh well, it's only in Europe and I don't live there. One, Europe is massive and any content creators uploading within the EU would be punished and many obliterated. It would also mean that videos North American creators and creators across the world upload would not be shown in Europe. So basically anything that violates Article 13, even if it's not uploaded in Europe, will not be shown to the European audience. Without the European audience, a lot of people would lose views and thousands if not millions of dollars of revenue. Also, with less eyeballs on content, advertisers will be less willing to advertise their products on YouTube, which means less ads to generate revenue anyway. That is YouTube and all of YouTubers' business models, and taking a huge bite out of it certainly would hurt. But what are the options here? Well, all isn't lost. Firstly, vloggers, videographers and musicians all creating 100% of their own content would be okay. However, any musician that was covering another or even sampling another would have their videos blocked and their channel penalized, which isn't great. I have absolutely no love for Marshmello, but a lot of people do, and anything that he mixes would be absolutely done for. YouTube just simply couldn't be a platform for him to upload it. Unless you want to watch vloggers and 100% original music and film content creation that use absolutely no audio and visual citations from anything else, a solution would need to be created in the form of copyright licensing. Perhaps more people would pay for subscriptions to Getty or buy music licensing, but how would YouTube even know that they bought the rights? They wouldn't. They'd simply remove them with their new systems. The other solution is a whole wealth of copyright-free images and sounds being created to use, but doesn't that take all of the money out of creativity altogether? If people are providing pictures and music for free with no copyright for people to use in their videos, what does that mean for the value of artistic creation? Beyond YouTube, this new change in law tugs at some pretty intense questions. Should Article 13 really be influencing art and creation in this way? Is that not a complete violation of creativity? Also, who are the EU to be deciding what people put into their art and what they avoid? Again, isn't that one step further towards a police state? I for one feel very uncomfortable with this, and to be honest, YouTube is one of the least of my concerns, and it's my job. So Article 13 could really hurt YouTube. Maybe it couldn't destroy it because there are ways to work around the new law, but those ways will end up diminishing the platform, which
A bill that would actually ban some Christian books is working its way through the California State Assembly. Sponsors of Assembly Bill 2943 actually want to outlaw books that basically teach against homosexuality and gender identity. SaveCalifornia.com's Randy Thomason joins us now for the latest on this legislation. Randy, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
So tell us more about this bill. I mean, it sounds like a stretch even for California, a bill attacking free speech and freedom of religion?
There's 8 homosexual legislators, Democrats, all of them, who are sponsoring this bill. And AB 2943 would start by saying, okay, nobody can get counseling to overcome same-sex desires. Okay, so no help for adult children, adults who were molested as kids, and now they're adults, and they say, I want help to overcome these feelings. No help for you. But because the bill is actually written in a part of the law that deals with consumer complaints, it actually says no goods or services can be sold for anything, any practice. It's very vague, very broad. Anything helping people overcome same-sex desires. So this is a pastor who's speaking. You pay a ticket to hear him speak. He speaks about overcoming same-sex desires. Hey, that could be outlawed. A church sells a book about overcoming same-sex desires. Well, there's a sale, it's a transaction, that could be banned. So this is very expansive, very tyrannical, and absolutely squashing free speech, religious freedom, and basic choice of people. This is an anti-freedom.
Downloading unauthorized versions of the Bible is now an offense in China. Internet users there have noticed that with other Christian books, the Bible is unavailable from online shopping websites such as Amazon China, Taobao, and JD.com. According to state media, these companies face penalties for selling publications which they say adversely affect society. The move comes as Beijing is promoting a new report looking at religious life.
Debate on religious diversity has come to a head in Britain. in a British university where students have decided to throw the Bible out of their dorms. Well, students at AHBAD University, they feel the inclusion of the Holy Book in bedrooms is inappropriate in a multicultural environment. Almost 300 voted for the move. But the head of the university's Catholic Society doubts the decision will actually promote multiculturalism. Well, Aberystwyth University is just the latest in a string of cases when the Bible has fallen prey to multiculturalism across Europe. So one of Britain's largest hotel chains actually decided to remove all of its Bibles from its hotel rooms in order not to discriminate any religion at all. Well, the words Jesus and Christ have been banned as offensive by Marks and Spencer's on its online gift messages. The retailer later had to apologise. Ben Harris-Quinney, who is a founder of a conservative think tank, thinks such cases could mark some serious consequences for the country. EU authorities also point at growing hostility and violence toward Christians in recent years that largely passes unnoticed by